Alright folks, did we enjoy the island? Had a good time? Awesome. That back deck is now open again if you would like to go out there to take pictures. Just remember 6 people at a time and close the door behind you. Now, on the way back, I'm not going to talk the entire trip back to home bay, but before I put the mic down, I will talk a little bit about Spirit Island. Now, the question we get most commonly asked is, why is it called Spirit Island? Where does the name come from? And I'm sure most of you would like to know. And the reality is, no one knows. And it's not for a lack of trying. We've hired many researchers from the University of Alberta to search through archives and try to pinpoint the origins of its name, but no one's been able to do so. Our best theory comes from a mistranslation within the indigenous groups, particularly the Stoney people. Now today we are guests traveling on the unceded traditional territories of the Stoney, the Mountain Cree, and the Blackfoot people of the Treaty 6 and 8. Particularly for the Stoney, this was their sacred ceremonial grounds. This is where they become from healing, coming of age, and peace type ceremonies. Now, in their native tongue, they called it Bane Wakoche, which translates to a sacred place or sacred land. So we believe that maybe over time the sacred place was first translated into a spiritual place, and then got the name Spirit Island. But the reality is that we'll probably never fully know. And for the Stoney people, this island was so significant as it is surrounded by the water of the lake they called Maligne Lake, or the lake of deep and healing waters. And because of this healing water, the island was in a constant state of purity. And it also pointed into the Hall of the Gods, where they say you can see many mountains that reflect the human figures of their ancestors looking down, protecting them. But sadly, over 100 years, they were unable to very good with my phone. We are in a period of reconciliation, and hopefully for us, the Stoney people have actually made a return in recent years. All because of a fire you would have passed the remnants of on the way up here today from Edison. It was from that large burn scar. It was caused by a lightning strike in 2015, which struck the ground and started a fire underneath the surface. It burned for 3 days before rising above the ground and becoming Canada's hottest burning fire that year. A class 6 out of 6, burning so hot that when fire crews were trying to water bomb it with pool-sized buckets of water, almost all that water would evaporate before it hit the flames. So they took the severity of this fire, the intensity, as a sign from their spirits that the land around us was sick and in need of healing. So they reached out to our company Pursuit, asked us if we would ferry them out to the island, and graciously accepted. And in the fall of 2016, the Stoney were able to perform the first healing ceremony on Spirit Island in over 100 years. Very much not just general to us, as the stories will practice an oral history, meaning that their stories are passed down through generations of their family, not so much written down in books. We didn't know much about their history and culture before this. And if there's one thing that I've learned about their culture that I find very, very cool and very beautiful, it's the way that they